Have you ever pondered the fine line that separates dreams from reality? Dreams, those intricate tapestries woven by our minds as we slumber, often defy the laws of our three-dimensional world. They carry us beyond the bounds of time and space to places where gravity holds no sway and atoms lose their ties. Consider the observer in our dreams. Isn't it peculiar that we often see ourselves in the third person, detached and watching from a distance? This isn't just limited to dreams. Even as we recall past events from our waking lives, we often view them from a third-person perspective. It's as though there's another entity within us, a silent observer, watching and cataloging our lives. What if I told you that our dreams might be more than just random brain activity? What if they are a gateway into a higher dimension? Scene script? Picture a world beyond our familiar three dimensions. A world that not only includes length, width, and height, but also an additional dimension, a four-dimensional space. Imagine stepping into a reality that transcends what we know, where gravity, a force that has held us down since the dawn of time, simply ceases to exist. How do we navigate such a realm? Well, we don't. Not in the traditional sense. We are not physical entities in this four-dimensional space. Our bodies, our atoms, they don't make the journey with us. There's no gravity to bind them, no gravitational force between atoms to hold them together. What crosses over is something far more ethereal, yet infinitely more powerful, our consciousness. This is the only part of us that can endure the journey into the four-dimensional world. It's a realm where the laws of time and space as we know them are not applicable. It's a realm where the constraints of the physical world are merely echoes of a forgotten past. In this four-dimensional world, our consciousness is free to traverse infinity. It's not bound by the limitations of time or space. It's not restricted by the speed of light or the pull of gravity. Our consciousness can be here one moment and on the moon the next. It can traverse galaxies in the blink of an eye, journey to the farthest corners of the universe, or delve into the deepest mysteries of existence. This is a world where thoughts are not tethered by the chains of reality, where dreams are not just figments of our imagination, but reflections of a higher dimensional existence, where the observer and the observed are not separate entities, but one and the same. Such is the nature of the four-dimensional world, a world that is not bound by the laws of physics as we know them, a world that exists beyond the constraints of the three-dimensional universe we inhabit, a world where consciousness is not just a byproduct of existence, but the very fabric of reality itself. In this four-dimensional world, your consciousness can instantly move to the moon or even distant galaxies. You are not bound by time and space at all. Could it be that our dreams are a reflection of this four-dimensional world? Think about it. In the dream state, our gravitational force dissipates, and we can traverse space without physical constraints. We can fly to the moon, traverse distant galaxies, and interact with alien landscapes, all in the blink of an eye. This freedom from physical laws mirrors the properties of the four-dimensional world, where matter and gravity cease to exist as we know them. Now consider the nature of our dreams. They are not bound by time or space. We can dream of the past, the present, or the future, and these dreams can take place anywhere, at any time. This fluidity of time and space is a characteristic of the four-dimensional world, where time is just another dimension that can be traveled as easily as space. But what about the observer in our dreams? When we recall past events, we often see ourselves from a third-person perspective, as if we were watching the events unfold from a distance. We are both the actor and the observer in these memories. This duality is another reflection of the four-dimensional world, where we can exist at multiple points in space and time simultaneously. Furthermore, some of us have experienced predictive dreams where events from our dreams come to pass in the waking world. Could these dreams be signals from our higher dimensional selves? Just as a radio tower transmits signals to radios, our higher dimensional selves might be transmitting signals to our three-dimensional selves. These signals could manifest as dreams, guiding us towards certain actions or warning us of potential dangers. Just like the father in Interstellar transmitting a signal to his daughter in the three-dimensional world, we might be receiving signals from our higher dimensional selves. It turns out we might be traveling between the three-dimensional and the four-dimensional world every day,